Welcome to Essential Road Signs for your driving test. Whether you're gearing up for your driving exam or just refreshing your knowledge, this video covers 50 must-know road signs that every driver should recognize. Up ahead, you'll see the end of a bicycle street sign. This marks the transition from a dedicated cycling lane back to a regular roadway, so cyclists should be aware of changing traffic conditions. This is a mini roundabout, a small circular intersection where vehicles must move counterclockwise, ensuring smooth traffic flow. Watch for the additional traffic lane joining from the left ahead. This warns drivers to expect merging vehicles, requiring adjustments in speed and lane positioning. This sign indicates a risk of grounding at the level crossing ahead. Vehicles with low ground clearance should take extra caution, as they could get stuck on the tracks. A straight-through only sign means no left or right turns are allowed here. Drivers must continue forward as turning is restricted. What does this sign mean? A. Additional traffic lane joining from the left ahead. Have you seen this sign before? B. End of a bicycle street. Do you recognize this sign? C. Risk of grounding at level crossing ahead. Up ahead, light signals at a level crossing will control traffic. These signals indicate when it is safe to cross the railway tracks. A no pedestrian sign means that walking beyond this point is prohibited. This is often placed in high-risk areas to ensure safety. Expect delays when you see this sign. Traffic queues likely ahead. It warns of potential congestion, advising drivers to slow down and stay alert. This sign means there's a traffic control flagger ahead. A worker will be directing vehicles, usually due to roadwork or an obstruction. At the next junction, you'll need to make a decision, left ahead or right ahead. Going straight is not an option. The national speed limit applies beyond this point. This means the road now follows standard speed regulations based on location and road type. Slow down. A speed hump is coming up. This raised section of the road is designed to reduce vehicle speed and improve safety. What does this sign indicate? B. Traffic queues likely ahead. Can you identify this sign? A. Light signals at a level crossing ahead. What is the purpose of this sign? B. Traffic control flagger ahead. This storage space symbol marks an area designated for parking or temporary loading and unloading. In France, this sign means turning right on red is prohibited. Unlike in some other places, you must wait for a green light before making a right turn. You'll now see the end of all restrictions. Any previous limitations on speed or vehicle movement no longer apply. This sign means you're entering a playground zone. Drive carefully, as children may be playing nearby. If you're looking for a place to set up camp, this camping sign directs you to an official campground nearby. A simple new sign indicates a recent change in traffic rules or road design. Pay extra attention to what follows. This sign means no vehicles laden with inflammable liquids. Trucks carrying hazardous materials are not allowed here due to safety risks. Have you encountered this sign? A. Playground zone. What does this sign represent? B. Storage space symbol. Do you know this sign? C. New. Here's a tricky one. This is a hairpin curve to the right. It's an extremely sharp turn, so reduce speed and navigate carefully. The end of a 30-mile-per-hour speed limit means a new speed regulation applies beyond this point. Check for further signs ahead. When you see this passing permitted sign, overtaking is allowed, but only if it's safe to do so. In Quebec, a bus lane is reserved for public transportation. Private vehicles should not enter unless otherwise indicated. This lane has a restriction. Heavy trucks are prohibited. Freight vehicles must use alternative routes. On the left, a side road runs parallel to railway tracks. Drivers should remain cautious of vehicles entering and exiting this road. What information does this sign provide? B. Hairpin curve. Right. What is shown on this sign? A. End of 30 miles per hour. How does this sign affect drivers? B. Heavy trucks prohibited in this lane. Get ready for a steep hill downwards ahead. Reduce speed and prepare for a possible increase in braking distance. A T intersection is approaching. You must turn left or right, as continuing straight is not possible. Only certain vehicles are allowed beyond this point. This route is for buses and tram cars only. This sign tells drivers to vacate the shoulder. If you're currently driving on the shoulder, merge safely back onto the main road. When you see yield or give way ahead, be prepared to slow down and allow other vehicles the right of way. A railway crossing ahead means you're approaching train tracks. Be ready to stop if a train is coming. If you continue straight, you'll reach a no-through road. There is no exit, so plan your route accordingly. Be mindful of agricultural vehicles on this road. These slow-moving machines may require extra space when passing. This is a traffic-calmed neighborhood. Speed-reducing measures are in place to create a safer environment. What should drivers be aware of with this sign? C. Steep hill downwards ahead. What message does this sign communicate? B. Yield or give way ahead. What should drivers do when they see this sign? A. Vacate the shoulder. If your vehicle is above a certain weight, this sign means you can't proceed. Vehicles exceeding the indicated unladen weight are prohibited. A new maximum speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour begins here. Adjust your speed accordingly. This is an interstate route marker for a 3-digit highway. It usually indicates a road connecting to a major highway. Watch your speed. A speed camera is in operation, monitoring compliance with the posted limits. Do not pass stopped trains. Even if the train isn't moving, overtaking at a railway crossing is extremely dangerous. A steep descent is ahead. Drivers should use engine braking and reduce speed to maintain control. This sign means traffic has priority over vehicles coming from the opposite direction. Oncoming drivers must yield. The restriction ends here. This marks the end of the no parking zone. Parking is now permitted in designated areas. Be cautious of the right shoulder drop-off ahead. This could create instability for vehicles veering too close to the edge. What restriction does this sign enforce? Vehicles exceeding the indicated unladen weight in tons prohibited. What does this sign alert drivers to? C. Speed camera. What change does this sign indicate? B. End of no parking zone. A crosswalk ahead means pedestrians may be crossing. Reduce speed and be prepared to stop. Traffic is about to merge. This sign warns that vehicles are joining the main carriageway. Stay alert and allow space. A turn left sign means all traffic must make a left turn at the next intersection. If you need medical assistance, look for this first aid sign, which indicates nearby emergency facilities. A minimum speed limit of 30 miles per hour means drivers must travel at least this speed to ensure safe traffic flow. The road narrows ahead, requiring drivers to be cautious and adjust lane positioning if necessary. Finally, a pedestrian crossing ahead sign signals an upcoming crosswalk. Reduce speed and yield to pedestrians when necessary. And that wraps up our guide to the 50 essential road signs every driver should know. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest driving tips and guides.